Hello, good people. Okay, so just continue with Bangla and English also. I will just talk about later. Okay, so first of all, I need to discuss two things about from literature. First one is metaphor, and the second one is simile. Okay, why I am actually discussing? I will discuss it later. Okay, first of all, metaphor is a kind of literature term. Yeah, is a kind of figurative speech, or it's like. What is actually saying does not mean the actual thing. Like if I say he's a slow coach, so it actually means he's a kind of it's like slow means what? We know that slow means what, coach means what, he's kind some kind of slow kind of things. Okay, but it actually literally means something else. Okay, so what does that means? He's a slow coach is like a lazy person, he's a lazy person. So there is nothing related with lazy and slow coach. You can't say that slow means lazy. No, slow doesn't mean lazy, but it actually referring that a slow coach is like lazy. Okay, whenever you see some words are describing something like that one, but actually meaning something else. So it's a kind of metaphorical things. Okay, for example, if I say whenever you see this plasma in hospitals, what do you mean? Understand by that? Is it a plus sign? No. It means you are in the hospital. It's a hospital sign. So it's a kind of metaphor. Okay, showing something but meaning something else. Like that one, metaphor is like of a figurative speech that defines something, but it actually means something else. One other example, you can say that he's a couch potato. What is like couch potato? He's a kind of potato or something like no, no, he's not a couch. He's not a potato. Okay, it's a mean he's a lazy person. The same thing, but couch potato defines something else. It defines something like a heavy potato, or is like something with related with potato. But it actually not defining that is a lazy person. There is nothing mentioning about that he's a lazy person or like he's a couch potato. So couch potato actually defining something else. So that's a metaphor. You can also know the some proverbs like a bad workman always quarrels with his tools. So there's no relation with the bad workman and the tools. Okay, it's the kind of thing when we actually not able to do something, we actually abuse that thing. Okay, I can fly. Literally, this is a shit kind of thing. I can drive, I can read literature. Oh, this is a kind of shit kind of thing. So when people are not able to understand, not able to read something, or not able to do something, he said that this kind of situation can be defined as a bad workman always quarrel with his tools. He's a bad person on that topic, or he's a bad kind of he has no ability to do some kind of thing. Okay, for example, if I say that someone who is better in English or someone who is better in writing, but I'm not better. If I say that writing is a shit kind of thing, that means I'm the bad person. I'm in bad in writing. That means you can say that I'm a bad workman always quarrels with his tools. I actually saying that writing not for me. Writing is hard and writing is the blah 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 blah. This kind of thing. So it's a metaphor, not actually revealing that a bad workman is arguing with his tool or not like that. Like a person who is not able to capable of doing something, he is actually abusing that thing. That's the thing, a bad workman always quarrels with his tools. These are the proverbs often means something else but say something else, so you can understand that. Okay, so metaphor is like that one. Simile, it's like simile. Okay, simile is like what I can say that okay, he's as fat. Okay, he is as fat as elephant, something comparing. Okay, when we actually compare someone with something, that means especially with elements that was like fitable with that thing or fit with that thing. So you can say that he is as lonely as leprosy. Leprosy is a kind of disease, is a kind of disease which occurs especially in bronchitis, or the when actually people not able to uh, take breathe properly. Okay, they actually it's like they have infection or something, like they not able to take normal kind of they are coughing continuously. Okay, so simile is like one that comparing with something. If I say that he is as good as the racing car, so I'm comparing him, or he's as fast as the racing car, or he's as good as something else, comparing with something. So if we compare something with something else, then it calls simile. Simile is a kind of comparing thing. So if I say that his dress or her dress is as white as clouds, or her eyes are as okay, her eyes not like, his hair is as white or as black as coal, or his hair is as white as feather. So these are the kind of comparisons we are doing, so that's called simile. Okay. So we understand that simile is a comparing thing, and metaphor is like mentioning something and meaning something else. Its figurative meaning is something else, and literary meaning is something else. Okay, and simile is a comparing thing. So these are the things. Why I'm discussing this metaphor and simile? Because language learning, or especially English language learning or any kind of learning, is actually refers to learn some literature terms. So yeah, today I'm here to talk about grammar. So grammatical parts are so much tough, and to discuss them, I need to use this kind of information. So that's why actually mentioning that what is simile and metaphor for you better understanding. So okay, first of all, okay, let's discuss about this. Each of the girls is or are present. It's a kind of subject-verb agreement. We know that subject and verb agreement, we actually discussed this previously to previous class. Okay, subject verb agreement is your subject needs to be agree with your verb. If they don't agree, then you have a make a mistake, or you have made a mistake. Okay, so what is subject? If subject is singular, your verb should be singular. If subject is plural, your verb should be plural. But in such cases, how you understand that your subject is plural or singular? Okay, so you need to understand, or you need to identify that each is a singular or not, yeah, singular or plural. So question arises at that time, each is plural or singular. What is each? Each actually referring that we actually discussed about simile, like okay, I forgot to mention that like is also a simile term. He is like this. He is as like as her, or she. He looks like father. He looks like his father. This kind of term, or he looks like elephant. Like father, like son. We heard that. This is also called comparison. He is like his father. Okay. Like is also a simile term, which is actually showing similarities between these two things. A beach is like each. What does beach? Is it singular or plural? Do you know that beach is a singular? It's a kind of singular thing. There is like a, if I say that beaches, okay, there is so many beaches. But if I say beach, it's like one beach. Or you can say that particular beach. Here I actually describe that a beach is a singular thing. So if a beach is singular, that means if it is like each, that means if beach equal to each, that means it has to be singular. Okay, so that means each is also singular. That means you have to put is, not are. That's a simile kind of thing. You understand simile, you understand this. Otherwise, you will forget this. So make sure, why I actually mention beach. Beach is like Each is beach. Each is like beach. Okay. Here's another thing. Okay. Neither. Okay. Neither of the girls intelligent. What you need to put is or not. First of all, we need to understand that neither. What neither actually describes. Neither is like. Neither is like someone is there. Neither is like someone is there. That means neither equal to someone. Simple. Neither is equal to simple. That means you have to put is. As simple as that. So don't like put your brain so much hard work like, oh, I have to remember this. Neither of the girls is intelligent. Neither of the girl is intelligent. Don't make your don't stress yourself. Okay, just simple. Learn the simile. You understand simile. You understand this. Neither is equal to. Sorry, neither equal to someone is there, or neither is like someone is there. That's how everything makes easy. Okay. What you need to put here, half of the word dash done. So when you see something like that one, what you need to understand it. So make it simple. Okay. No, I'm not using simile or metaphor here, but I use something else. What is that? The work is half done. Okay, simple. The work is half done. That means you have completed half of the work, or half of the work is completed. Okay, so that means you have to use is, not are. Forget a, use are. So how you can understand that? Oh, how can you actually understand that? Is like half of the half done. Half of the means half done. That means the work is half done. Okay, so yeah, you can say that I can actually suggest this one. No, don't look at this. You can make this so you can understand this. Anything can possible. Okay, if I actually use something like a plural one, then how can I actually understand that? Okay, like half of the apples is or are bad. What you need to do? Okay, just write the apples. What are the apples? The apples are bad and they are half in number. So what comes are? So it should be are. This and this sentence is the same. They are actually some kind of, you can say that, paraphrasing kind of thing, or you're actually making some difference. You're just making a sense. You need to sense it. Okay, if you sense something, if you understand the sentence, that means you can make any kind of sentences. So don't just memorize these kind of things. I actually feel bored of kind of thing like, oh, I need to memorize this. Sorry, I'm not doing this. So you have to make this. Okay, it will help you in many kind of cases. I'm not saying this is the one only one you can actually make it. You can make thousands of things like that one, and you can understand that. Okay. Now here comes 2000s. Okay, or you can say 2000. If yeah, there is written as 2000, what do you do? And there comes a more than. So what kind of verb is actually suggesting? Is a plural or singular? Just make it simple. What they suggesting? They are suggesting 2 dozen oranges. Oranges is a plural. So there is a hat. That means it should be a plural verb. So everything relates with that kind of thing. So you understand this, you understand every kind of information. Okay. So here is the thing about subject verb agreement, and there are many rules and there are many regulation, but the basic is simple. You can make any kind of information, you kind of thing, then you can understand that. Okay. So here is another thing we actually need to discuss. Okay, so the police dash the friends of the public. Okay, or you can say the police is or are of the dash is of or are of the whatever it is. I just need to discuss about the police. So what is suggesting? Okay, friends, but you can say that they are the police. Okay, whenever see that there is mentioning about friends, that means they are plural. So always remember this should be plural. Okay, you can also divide it like that one. It's like R. The police are the friends of the public, or you can say the police are the friends. Okay, let's make it simple. What is like police? Police are different. Police is like what? They are the police. Police is your friend, or you can say that they are the police who are our friends. They are the police who are our friends. I'm actually writing suggesting that are, that means friends is actually suggesting that you should use they. So whenever you make a sentence using your own imagination, like they are the police friends, okay? Or what is the sentence actually referring that? Police is a kind of thing that actually suggesting plural. There are so many plurals. You can say that 2 dozen is also a plural one, and there are so many plurals that was actually not understandable. There are so many singulars that was also not understandable. Okay, so if I say that news is a plural or singular? News is a plural. Why? Or sorry, so news is a singular. Why? News is like new. I bought a new phone. A new phone, a new technology is a blessing. Okay, a new is a singular. News is like a new. Okay, a news is a singular. A new is a singular kind of thing. A new information, or you can say any kind of sentence that starts with a new is a singular thing. Now, if news is like new, if like news is equal to a new, that means it is actually suggesting that news is also a singular one. So that's how you can understand news. That news are plurals. No, sorry, the news is singular. There are so many examples you can actually write about this kind of information. Okay, I actually suggest you to write this. What is physics is like? What is mathematics is like? What is civics is like? What is politics is like? Make your own assumption and make your own sentences, and then learn it and write it. Whatever you do for real learning, that's how everything works. Okay, So that's the end. Okay, that's the end of our grammar session. Okay, so I actually want to discuss something about reading. Okay, reading is a habit, so grow it more. Like, what is like habit? Habit is actually not like you can actually do everything everyday life. Okay, habit sometimes it is likable, or you can do it for your own passion or your own likings. But reading is the kind of habit you can have it. Okay, habit is like you can have the habit, but still you feel that you don't feel good at it. Okay, because reading actually differentiates with different kind of information, different kind of context. Okay, what is that different kind of context means some writers write something for your own purpose or for your own interest. These are writings you can actually feel read and again and again, again and again and again and again. But if you don't feel bored, there are some movies like you feel good at it and you feel like, oh, I need to watch it again and again. Like, there are some movies also you feel that, oh, what a shit movie is this. Like that, reading is also like that one. Reading is a kind of movie. Some producers make it good, or some writers make it good, and some writers make it worse or for you to read. Okay, that's how everything functions. But you have, okay, but I'm not telling you to movies are good for life, but you can watch movies. It's your own choice. But in terms of reading, you have to read it, whether it is good, whether it is bad, no matter whatever it is, you have to read. So if you read, you learn it. If you learn it, you can make it. If you make it, you can change it. Otherwise you can't change it. So the readers are the change makers. So that's how once I said, like, learn to read and you will lead the world. So remember that thing. If you learn to read, if you learn how to read, that means you can rule the world by your own way. Okay, forget about other sayings that, oh, I don't need to read that. But you start graduate. You can't actually reach top of the line, top of the hierarchy. You can reach the race crest point. You need to start from the beginning, and step by step you will learn it, and step by step you will increase your skill about reading. Because reading habit is a kind of key factor to learn more things. Like, if you want to change something, if you want to learn a grammar from the root, from the basic level, you can have to be a good reader. If you want to make a word perfect, you have to be a good reader. Good readers make it changeable, and that's how everything functions. So reading habit should be grown up day by day. Otherwise you will lag behind. It's not like that's reading leads you to success. Success defines something else. Success defines there are so many steps to be uh, you have to take in. Okay, success is something else. Not like defining by how you can read, oh, you are successful. No, not every reader is a successful businessman. But there are some readers that they make changes. That's how everything works. If you don't write, there are no people who read. So if no one reads, they will not able to understand the facts they are actually working on. Okay, if a business man wants to know about business, he actually has to read. Okay, simple as that. So that's everything. So I actually wanted all to improve your reading habit so that you can understand your own way. Self study is the best study, and doing more research is also a good study to invest on. Okay, not like that, yeah, you need someone to teach. So make a flexible moment to a flexible situation with someone that will feel good at it. Okay, that's how everything works. So reading habit is a habit, so grow it and habit. That's it. Thank you.